What's going on, you guys? This is Luke with Dark Fiction Factory. Today we are having a little reaction to the Running Man trailer that just dropped. Now, I've been excited for this film ever since I heard it was going to be more of an adaptation of the book than a remake of the 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger film. I actually just made a video not too long ago speculating about this film, so it's actually really cool to see this movie come to fruition. Now, if you're watching this video, you've probably already seen the trailer, so I'm not going to play the entire trailer. Let's just dive in. Now first I want to comment on this new trend of putting this little teaser from the actual trailer in the beginning of the trailer and then trailer starts now across the screen. I've seen a lot of people lamenting about this and I really agree. It's very unnecessary and pointless, but beyond that, let's get into the trailer. Right off the bat, we see this is a different story than the 1980s film. In the original movie, Ben Richards was in the military and was framed and forced into participating in the Running Man game. This trailer shows a storyline much closer to the novel, where Richards is a family man fallen on hard times in a dystopian society. The key difference here, it looks like Richards may actually choose to run in the games, or at least not be physically forced to do so like Arnold was back in the 80s film. The movie looks like it has a fun tone with lots of action with underlying moments of seriousness. I imagine there will be some pretty heavy emotional moments in this film, but they probably just want to keep the tone of the trailer as fun and action-packed as possible, with some comedy and witty banter and colorful characters. I like how the actual set of the Running Man game show looks like an updated version of the 80s film. It has the dancing girls and the hype man and all the theatrics. I did think the trailer edged a little bit into cheesiness with the hype guy screaming about America and all that.
This is America, goddammit! And we don't put up with no bullshit! Yeah!
But it didn't really take me out of the trailer. It looks like the story will be taking place across many different locations. We see jumps off of bridges, shots of dirty city streets, high-rise buildings, sewers, and more. This could be an improvement over the 1980s film, which took place in this sort of ambiguous game zone. Whenever I watch that film, I'm never really sure where Arnold and company are in relation to the Running Man headquarters. They just kind of run around no man's land until they circle back. The character interactions we see in the trailer are pretty great as well. Glen Powell and Josh Brolin seem to have a great chemistry on screen together.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can win this game.
I will miss the colorful stalker characters from the original film like Buzzsaw and Sub-Zero, but the idea of everyone in the country looking out for Richards is a fascinating concept. And there are a few eccentric looking characters that pop up in the trailer. For instance, this guy with the mask and the rocket launcher. While there may not be a bunch of costume stalkers like the 1980s film, there are hints in the trailer that there may be something along the same lines. For example, we did see that masked guy multiple times, and he seems to be the main antagonist who is chasing Ben Richards. We also see a glimpse of two guys with flamethrowers, which could potentially be a callback to Fireball from the 80s film. Meaning there could be nods to other stalkers and other references to the 1980s film. It would be awesome if we actually got a cameo of Arnold Schwarzenegger at some point in the film chasing down Ben Richards. Just running through a few more things I took away from the trailer. I didn't know Michael Cera was in this, and he looks like he's having a great time. His clever little water cannon trick was perfect for the tone of the trailer.
Are you crazy?
I like that they are still using the launch tubes like they did in the original film. I always thought those scenes of them flying through the tunnels at high speeds were really cool. The trailer also shows off some really cool vehicles, which is a cool detail since the film is sprawling across many locations. This means we'll probably see some great car chase scenes, and seeing as Edgar Wright is no stranger to car chases, having already directed Baby Driver, the driving action should be superb. I would love to see this film dip a little bit into that sort of twisted metal territory with car combat action. And it looks like there are some cool, long single-take shots. For instance, we see Richards running through a hallway being shot at, which looks terrific. I would love to see some drawn-out, one-take fight scenes, like some of those memorable fight scenes we saw in Daredevil, for example. There's also a scene in the trailer where Richards is fighting inside the cockpit of a plane. Not only does this look like a great scene, but if you've read the novel, you know the story's ending is an epic scene involving an airplane. Now, just watching the trailer, we don't know that scene in the airplane is the final film of the scene, but it gives us hope that we could be getting that big, epic finale from the novel. in some way, shape, or form. One thing that kind of turned me off, I honestly thought that last little line in the trailer was kind of cringy.
I'm still here, you shit eaters.
I feel like maybe some of the comedy in this film may not land as well for me personally, but that could be a subjective thing as well. Overall, I'm actually really excited about this film. Edgar Wright seems to have a clear vision for the tone and the action, and the acting looks pretty good across the board. I've seen a lot of comments of people lamenting that this is just another Hollywood remake and it's so tiresome and there's no new ideas, but I really disagree with that idea. Seeing that it's a fresh take on the novel, it will be something that we really haven't seen done before. I don't know if I will necessarily prefer this film to the 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger film, but I will go into it with a positive, open mind. And I think that's something that a lot of us, especially, sort of YouTube film critics, should try to do. Don't always go in with nothing but negativity. Go in with some positive outlook and an open mind, and then if it sucks, well, so be it. Also, keep in mind, this is only the first trailer for this film. I'm sure there are much more surprises and much more that we haven't seen yet, and I do hope they save some of those surprises for the theaters. But what did you think? After seeing this trailer, are you looking forward to the new Running Man film? How do you feel about the actors? Do they seem like they were cast correctly? And how do you think the action looks in this? What are you hoping to get out of this new Running Man adaptation? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe. For more content, check out darkfictionfactory.com. Until next time, keep running and take care.